it hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want to. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to it come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstaged. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. These people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. Still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. Throwing now is Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he's able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Taken in at the 22. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw, it's Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw his Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Smith. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
Play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. And pretty well executed there.
At the 24-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Dallas up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Second and 6. And this one complete to Smith. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. There's Charbonnet once again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third down and 6. Throwing now is Geno. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Boye Mafe. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Geno now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Smith. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Carr. Finding Williams on the check down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Carr now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Charbonnet. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints 13. A big gain there on 3rd and 2. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. To throw his car. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here's Carr to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. So give him 5 yards there in the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, a 23-yard run. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
That's the score, Saints 19, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made here at the 36. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes second down. Smith's going to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith to throw.
That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Carr going to look to throw.
That is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. I'll tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Smith. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Smith. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over, so a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.